Hello.
Hi.
Say hi. Hello everyone. Welcome to the holiday special of Fuck Wellness.
What an energetic start to this episode.
Yeah, that needs to be cut, I think, because we're excited to be here, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I have to say this holiday episode always forces me to do some reflection that I really don't think I would have done otherwise. So I did take about 45 minutes before this to create my vision board, which I do have some thoughts on when we get there. So that did help.
I
I didn't
really,
do any of that.
yeah, I really wish that I was in the space where I was ready for a vision board, and I just am not, unfortunately.
Yeah, I let intuition take hold. So
Are we gonna get to see it?
yeah, for sure. We'll get there. Um, okay, so we've been doing this the past couple of years where we do a bit of reflection on our year, and then we talk a little bit about the pod and takeaways from the pod, and then we talk about intentions for the next year, so 2024. Obviously, things can come up and we'll have some convos, but that's the general layout.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just trying to organize everything in my life.
I
Mal,
feel
you
like,
leave like in a couple days, right?
I leave on Friday. Yes.
are you packed?
No, I'm gonna pack after this pod.
Tell everyone where you're going.
I'm going to Patagonia with Ryan. When this episode comes out, we will hopefully be there. I just,
Hopefully.
I know, I'm just like, I guess so stressed about travel. So, but
What do your
anyway,
travel days look like at the beginning?
yeah, Ryan, he definitely has to go. He's pacing.
Yep.
Okay.
Anything more ready?
Um, let's see, we leave Friday midday, we fly to Miami, and then from Miami to Santiago, and then Santiago to Puerto Montt.
Whoa.
Miami.
Yeah, I've never been to Miami. I've never even been to Florida before. This will be my first time being in
McKenna's
Florida.
obsessed with Florida.
Well, Florida just cursed me, so no comment.
You should comment on it though.
No, I think I was sick before I went to Florida, but I currently have COVID, so I'm a little wah-wah at the moment. But really excited for Mal and her trip. I really
Womp
am.
womp.
Womp womp.
Yeah, no fun.
Yeah, be
No.
careful in Florida, Mel.
Hmm?
Be careful in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do
think that
not
like
get COVID.
the 2 hours that I'm there, I think are gonna be pretty life-changing. So,
What's like the hours for your travel day?
mm, okay, I have to be honest with you guys. Ryan has done 100% of the planning for this trip. Um, I didn't even know where we were going until about a week ago. Like in
Sky Airlines flight from Santiago to Puerto Montt.
yeah, Ryan has not figured out the airline seats for the last leg of our journey. But other than that, we're good to go, according to him. But this
Oh,
is why I can't give you any more information on the time. That's all I have. Feels really nice. I'm really like a 0 or 100 person. Like I either do all the planning or none of it. And it feels really nice to do none of it.
I also think you're a really good communicator with Ryan when it comes to like, this is gonna be your load. Like
Yeah.
have fun with
And
it.
this is for you.
And this is lovingly for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've gotten a lot better at that.
It's
It,
so
it's
important.
it's always awkward at first because you don't want to like force someone, but I don't know, you also have to like give people something that they won't hate doing. Like I think Ryan has sort of enjoyed the planning for Patagonia.
Yeah,
He
I'm
gave
so
me
it's really
a
excited
good.
to see the pictures.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. No, I mean I too am excited. I feel like I just haven't like there's so many I will feel less stressed when I'm on in like I'm out of the DCA airspace. I think
Yeah.
there are a few things in the next 48 hours that need to go well in order for
Mhm.
that all to happen. So
I feel like the time, like the time right before a trip is just always kind of the worst.
it is the worst. I feel like I also struggle with like anticipation instead of like joy going into a trip. So trying to do some reframing, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what's coming up for me.
Nice.
Guys,
So
I just have
Mel,
to apologize. Sorry that my processing time is like a little a little delayed.
It's okay.
So just a heads up.
there's a slight lag in McKenna today.
Yeah.
Well,
It's better
Ryan's
than
making a scene today, so I hope everyone can hear him trying to leash Fitz
I don't
under my
hear him.
legs. He's under the table. No, I'm kind of enjoying this, Ryan.
Okay, that's a lead. Bye. Bye, Fitz.
Bye, Ryan.
Bye, Ryan.
Fitz. Fitz. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come on, let's go.
Go sit on the couch.
The come on. It's so Ryan.
Why are you so scared?
He's not scared. He's trying to play.
He's trying to play a game.
Trying to play a game.
Okay, we got him. Do you have the clicker? Okay.
Mal,
Okay,
sometimes
sorry,
I
we're
get on
back.
here because I see McKenna's beauty all the time, but sometimes I get on here and I see your face and I'm like, you're so beautiful. Like,
I get that.
Ryan is the luckiest person in the whole world.
Yeah, he should thank the
Thanks,
Lord every
guys.
day.
He should be absolutely shiting himself for how lucky he is.
Well, fun random thing. Ryan the other day was going through his notes app and he found these notes he had written to me but never sent to me like early on in our relationship.
Oh my God.
And he sent them to me and they are like gag. I mean, they're like
Oh,
so sweet.
I want to
Well,
hear him.
maybe if I can find like a small portion that he
Yeah,
would
we can't
be
hear all of
comfortable.
it.
Yeah,
I just
Some
want
of
to
it's probably
taste.
too juicy for us to hear.
I mean, more just like kind of like nasty.
Like nasty or like
No,
this-
you mean like sappy, right?
Yeah. Not like obscene.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So this was his message to me that he never sent that was in celebration of our 9 months together because of course, early on you celebrate every month. So
9 months, a full pregnancy.
yeah, exactly. Okay, this is what he wrote. In celebration of 9 months, in no particular order, because I can't possibly rank these, here are the top 9 things I love about you. We ready? Okay.
Yeah.
1, that you're compassionate and you always see the good in people. 2, that you're smart and have incredible intellect. 3, that you're adventurous. 4, that you know me better than anyone. 5, your perspective on life is an inspiration to me. 6, your unyielding passion for making a difference in the world. 7, your sense of humor. Yes, I can admit you're funny and a total goof. 8, your passion for current events and politics. 9, you're an incredible friend to everyone in your life and you're my best friend. I love you more than I can articulate and couldn't imagine my life without you. Love, Ryan.
oh my God.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Isn't that adorable?
That was at 9 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
God.
Yeah, the other one is honestly cringier, but it's very sweet. Anyway,
Wow.
he did appreciate me back in the day, No, I'm kidding.
I'm
Oh,
obsessed with that actually.
Yeah, it was sweet. Yeah. Laura looks like she's about to puke. Do you need a trash can?
no, it's so cute.
No, like you're injecting hope into mine and Laura's dead hearts. Not dead. Recovering.
Just
Not that
recovering
you guys want to
hearts.
hear this because it's always annoying to hear. But I will just say like and I know you both have been in, long like serious relationships, but there are definitely times that you always like I'm like, "Oh, I kind of like hope someday to have those like early relationship feelings. Like those are so fun and like they're sometimes really uncomfortable and gross, but that is something you constantly are trying to recreate in a serious relationship, because it feels good.
So you're saying we should be grateful?
Oh my God.
The
No,
thing
but
is
it's just
that we haven't even gotten to that step yet.
No.
okay, but it's just
we're walking
it's
our way there.
perspective. It's
Yeah, for sure,
perspective
for
that,
sure.
it's not like everything is like so perfect and wonderful all of the time in
Yeah.
a long-term
No.
serious relationship either,
No,
No.
absolutely not.
No, like I'll never really get to like live in an apartment with you guys, Like, I mean, we've talked about this. If I hadn't dated Ryan, I'm 90% sure we would all be living together,
Yeah.
You have a husband and your life ends. Just kidding.
Okay. We're
I'm
moving.
joking.
We are moving topics. Being absolutely slandered.
No, that's the cutest
Okay.
thing. I don't think that's disgusting or sappy. If you're listening, I'm a words of affirmation girl, so give it to me.
Okay. Should we do some 2023 reflections, like big takeaways from I mean, McKenna was a new person every week, so we know
Yeah.
that.
It's hard to put it all into 2 minutes.
I'm not limiting you to 2 minutes. You can take as long as you want.
I feel like this has been 2 years. It was pre-Mal's wedding, post-Mal's wedding.
I completely agree.
Yeah, it was like 2023 part 1, 2023 part 2.
Yeah. No, I feel this
Different people
similarly.
experienced those 2
Yeah.
years. Completely different people.
Yeah.
But I mean, that also aligned with your moving. So it was kind of like all in one big thing.
Yeah. Whew.
Because I feel like, well, I don't know. The move, I would say the wedding was like the more eventful event in that time, but the move was like, for me at least, like a super, I don't know, physically moving out of Colorado like helped me to then become like it did help me to like further whatever I was healing at the beginning of this year. Like super helped me. So yeah, I don't know. Thinking back to like February of this year, I'm like, who the fuck was she? What? Who was she?
I don't
That's
even
kind
really
of scary, honestly.
I don't even remember that.
I
That feels a very long time ago.
It's funny because a lot of the songs, so you know how like whatever Spotify Wrapped, I was looking at my Spotify Wrapped finally because Spotify didn't let me look at it for like a few weeks, but a lot of my top songs were all like I listened to a lot of Adele. A lot of Adele like early 2023, and that was the most like I always had music playing because I didn't want to be alone with my thoughts. And so those were my top like wrapped things in my Spotify Wrapped. It wasn't like music that I've found and enjoyed like later in 2023.
I do have a theory though on Spotify Wrapped is like they take that early part of the year. I feel like it's weighed heavier for some reason. Like,
Really?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just speaking out of my booty, but I think every year it's always something that was really heavily listened to beginning of the year for me.
Yeah. Well, they even said in mine like this day in February, this Friday in February, like I listened to this many minutes of this genre. This was the most listened to
Is it like
day of music.
cry acoustic rock or whatever?
Yeah.
Like the daylist things.
Yep.
Yeah. The
Mine was
daylist is out
like-
of hand. That's like
McKenna,
Yeah.
your story made me die laughing.
it's
Oh,
so out
yeah.
of hand.
Mine right now is harmonica soul crushing afternoon. Like, thank you.
Yeah. Wow. The first 6 months, can we just do it in that like way? Can we go 6 months and then 6 months?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
That's like such a blur to me because I remember coming home from or going back to Colorado from Davis after the holidays last year and being really aware that it was my last 6 months in Colorado and being like hyper grieving before the time even came. And when the time came, I still didn't feel ready. And those were like those 6 months were maybe some of the hardest I've ever experienced. Those were really, really hard 6 months for me.
They were really easy for me.
Yeah, you had an easy breezy, beautiful time.
Yeah.
Um, it's funny even you talking about Adele, like, I can feel, like, the vibe of our house, I can feel it. Like, walking in and Laura's, like, cooking dinner with only, like, our twinkling lights on and Adele is on, and it's like, roger that, like,
Roger
roger
that.
that.
That is the mood.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with what Laura said that I don't for me it didn't have as much to do with leaving Colorado as I think it did for you, Laura, but I think that there was an element of being so pushed beyond my boundaries of comfort in the last 6 months of the year that helped me kind of close out some lessons that I had been working on in the first 6 months of the year.
Wait, of this year.
Yeah.
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 Just like looking at my camera roll. It's yeah, our house had a particular vibe to it for a while. Plus Douglas's new spay, no, neuter
Yeah, that happened in
surgery
January.
was.
Yeah.
So he was wearing all his I have so many pictures of Douglas wearing his little shirt.
His surgery suit.
Yeah, surgery suit.
Yeah.
He was also like he at least in a way that he had not before, like sensed my sadness and he was like attached to me for like 3 months. Like attached, which I so loved.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
dogs do that.
he's so cute. And then yeah, early February we went to go see Mal, which was so fun.
Whoa, that seemed like not that long ago.
I could not have even told you that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spent Valentine's Day, right, together?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I've literally no memory of this.
that's so upsetting that that can't happen this
Oh,
year.
no, I got the tattoo.
Yeah, we got tattoos and
Yeah.
then I got bit by a dog. By a dog.
Oh
my
my God,
gosh.
yeah.
Remember that?
Oh,
Yeah.
scary times.
Yeah, and now I have a dog that bites people, so this is great.
Eee. That's not good.
Fitzy, no, Fitz is the perfect boy.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
Dang. This is like the most chaotic we've review of all time.
Isn't that the summary of 2023 though?
No, this is like this year, it like I thought it was gonna go one way and it did not go that one way. Instead, I feel like it kind of pushed me down and slapped me and like I felt like I was on what's that show we watched, Laura? And oh Mal, we watched with you too.
Special Forces?
Special
Forces.
Forces.
Okay, what was your word of the year, Ken?
Yeah. I have no idea.
Was it wild?
Yeah,
Was that
I
last year?
No, I think
That was
last
last
year.
year.
I don't know if I had a word this year.
No,
You definitely did.
You definitely did. I mean, Laura's is like seared into my brain.
What was my word?
Oh yeah.
Dark femme energy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, dark feminine.
Wait, what was
I
your
forgot
word,
about
Mel?
that.
I think mine was do it scared, like my phrase.
Yeah, Ken, you definitely had a word then.
I know, I really did. Oh,
Oh,
mine
wait.
was I remember what it is. The edge. Mine was the
Yes.
edge.
Yeah.
The edge.
And I mean, you were pushed to the edge.
Which-
yeah,
quite
that's
a
so
few
true.
times.
Which honestly, like, I should be saying thank you because I got what I asked for.
You should be absolutely
You
saying thank
manifested it
you.
so
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. No, that was a good word for me. I stand by that.
Yeah.
Do you think you were You reach the edge
What do
a
you
few
think?
times.
On multiple occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
there. Yep. It's good though. It pushed me into, well, to be like actually serious for a second, it pushed me into places I never thought that I could go in a good way. So there it is.
Yeah.
Laura, do you feel like you lived dark femme-enge?
I kind of do, but like in a way that like in a way that when I first was thinking about dark femme-enge, I was like, oh my God, dark meaning like sultry and like secretive, sexy kind of dark. It was actually just like dark as in sad for a while. But now I feel like I'm getting into the dark of like, ooh,
Like, who are you? Like, who
yeah,
is she kind of
who
vibe.
is
Yeah.
she dark?
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like the femenge part of it, feminine energy, like I definitely was in there with like my growth stuff, and I don't know, I think like there's I don't even know if I really like the word like feminine energy, but I guess like tapping into that side of energy and like I I tech I would say that in my normal or in my previous life and on my day to day, I kind of operate with like pretty masculine energy, like harder energy. But I definitely feel like 2023, because of what I was dealing with and like the kind of decisions and um hardships that I was like trying to work through, I had to like definitely, I was kind of forced to go about it in like a softer way with like way more conscious of my emotions and also way more accepting of like really hard emotions. Whereas normally, and I think that I'm always trying to progress in getting better at this, but like it is sometimes a default for me because it's sometimes easier for me to just like push through in like a more masculine energy way, like through some of those emotional things. So I don't know. I think I'm definitely proud of myself for having that kind of a year, even though it was hard. I'm so fucking ready for 2024. I cannot tell you. I definitely like at the end of 2022, I was like, this was one of the best years of my life. It's coming to an end. I feel like 2023 is going to be hard. And it was really, really fucking hard. Um, but I feel good about 2024. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Laura, I feel like for 2023, I feel like what we saw from you was like your power, like creeping back into you and just like slowly like start pouring out, which is so
Mm-hmm.
cool to watch. And it was like a power that was returning, but it was also new because I just feel like I don't know, you like leveled up in a lot of big ways without being like annoying with using that terminology. But truly, you were like, this is me, like, and like, watch me now kind of vibe,
Yeah. I kind
which
of
I
feel like
love.
Katniss. I kind of feel like Katniss when she's on stage and the dress that Cinna designed her
Hmm.
like flaps open and she's on fire.
Yeah.
I kind of
I
feel
was
like that.
when McKenna said like leaking or whatever, what was the verb that you used? That
When,
like the energy was changing.
oh, like the power?
Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway, when McKenna said that, I immediately thought of an octopus and like letting out ink. And then I was like, ha, inking.
Oh,
Ink, baby,
true.
ink. That's
I didn't
Yeah.
even
But
funny.
think
also,
about
I
that.
always think about in Finding Nemo, like the little octopus is like, you made me ink. It's so cute. It's like one of the famous lines. Okay.
No, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, Mel.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't get it.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Um, no, but back like to the ink part of it all, like I feel like that growth of like getting my power back. Like I think that without tattooing and without MTC, like it would have eventually happened. Maybe like eventually, but I feel like the the fact that I think it was March that I did start MTC, like it, I don't know, it kind of like really helped that along.
Oh, it accelerated it so much.
Yeah, it accelerated it so much. And um I don't know. Yeah, tattooing is dark feminine though, for
I
sure.
totally
For
think so.
sure.
For sure. For sure.
For
For sure.
sure.
So yeah, I think that I did my word pretty, did it justice, you know?
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, go
We
Mel.
feel-
Yeah.
I feel like my 2023 was pretty good.
Yeah.
And
You had
pretty
some good
and
times.
pretty stable. Yeah, it was the first time in a really long time that I didn't like switch jobs during the year and was pretty happy with my job all year. I have like a very great supervisor and coworkers, so work was good and joyful and I loved that. And obviously the wedding, although like the build up to the wedding was not my favorite, but like bridal council was one of like the best weekends I've had in my whole entire life.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of really positive things that happened this year. I started lead climbing, which was like my number one goal for 2023 was to get my lead climb and belay certification, which I did.
Right.
And yeah, I don't know. I think it's been overall a pretty good time. So, I mean, like, yeah, it wasn't all perfect, but I feel like overall I felt pretty good and stable during it.
I feel like you've had like subtle, I think, subtle nudges to explore certain parts of your life more, which I think that
Mhm.
those journeys are kind of just starting for you. But I think it was important that they were like planted this year, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, I
And then,
agree.
and your newsletter helping you process so much of that, I think was really beneficial.
Yeah, my Substack was like such a highlight of my year. Well, do you guys want to know what my top 5 words in my highlights were?
Oh,
You know
yeah.
how
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
year I measure like every day, I
Oh,
write down the highlight of my day. And then at the end of the year, I put them
word
into
map.
a word frequency
Yeah.
counter. And my newsletter for next week is like announcing them. So haha, perfect timing because no one will hear this except for you guys. My most frequent word was, can you guess?
Joy.
No, like think about what I would write in my highlight of the day.
Oh.
Talked, laughed,
Ryan.
fits,
Okay,
dog,
Ryan was
wedding.
first, but I did take out people because I didn't want people to compare themselves.
Okay. Climbing.
Yes, climbing was number 1. And then wait, I actually need to look now. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Okay. Number 2 was hanging. We love a good hang.
Climbing and hanging.
3 was Pilates, 4 was yoga, and 5 was evening.
Wow.
Wow. 3 of your top 5 words are like an
Mm,
activity, a physical
I
activity.
mean, that does feel like it sums me up pretty well.
Yeah.
You know,
Wait,
your classic kinesthete, you know,
what are your other 2? Oh yeah, she's a kinesthete.
hanging and evening, which
Hanging in the
I
evening.
actually do feel like that totally tracks because like one of my favorite times of day is getting home from work, doing some sort of like play with Fitz, making dinner and sitting on the couch and watching TV with Ryan,
Prime.
which is just like the perfect evening, and then getting into bed and reading. So that all really tracks with my greatest joys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you do those, you do them right before bed, like you write it down
Mhm.
right before bed.
Yeah.
Do you ever forget?
To do it? No, I don't forget. It's just such a deeply ingrained habit after doing
Yeah,
it for
habits.
5.5 years.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I put in the highlight of my day, and then I also put in my symptom tracker every night. So I have about 5 years also of symptoms.
Oh, and your period app?
Well, I do that, but I also have a manual version. I do.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
cool. Do we want to move on to pod stuff?
Yeah.
Wait, well, Ken, did you kind of go?
Yeah. I don't know what else I have to add.
Okay. I think that like something that I feel like I got back to me, you guys.
I was like waiting for like, yeah, tell me more about myself, Laura.
Yeah. Laura wasn't done, so.
I wasn't done yet. I wanted to just say because I feel like I don't know, like if you're like going through a hard time with someone or like whatever, going through a breakup or something like that, like I think it's something that I always like I don't know, just like thinking about the Lara that was like starting 2023 and the Lara that's ending 2023, I feel like she got much better at like not fighting thoughts. Like little thoughts would come in, and at the beginning of 2023, like little thoughts of sadness or anger or something, and I would just like kind of be like, "Oh, not now, not right now. Change the channel." Like bleep, kind of like turn it off. Whereas like I feel like right now in life, like when those like big urges to think about someone or to think about something come in, I'm getting better at just being like, okay, let's do it. And then like finishing it out like that. I don't know. I've I've gotten like very into like writing like people letters or like myself letters that obviously they will never see or I will, just keep for my own records, but sometimes that's easier for me than like journal your whole emotion.
Yeah.
I think
Agree with
that
that.
makes a lot of sense.
Okay, I'm done now.
Okay, so my turn. Just kidding.
We're
I-
just remembering things now that we
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
to say.
No,
Yeah.
Laura, I've like fully 100% think that's like, I think the what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not necessarily the depth, but like the space that you're able to hold yourself and like all experiences now is just continuing to deepen, which I think
Mm-hmm.
is cool.
Yeah, but I think like also another thing is I think that I'm really lucky with my like living situation in that like throughout this whole year when I was like welcoming in those like bigger, harder emotions than I've ever felt before in my life, like it was safe to do so because of our house and because of having like the friends that I had and because like if I knew that if I like whatever worked at my job, came home, had a big long cry about something, I didn't have to then like zip it up and like I had the option to like sleep in McKenna's bed and like cuddle with Douglas all night and like have like kind of a cocoon that could like heal me. And I think that I just feel very lucky that I have had that because definitely the harder emotions would have been just scarier if I was like living alone or something. I don't think I would have ever felt them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so now are we talking about
Wait, can I just say like two
post
thoughts
wedding?
about
Oh yeah.
myself?
Yeah.
I think like it's hard for me to summarize this year because it felt really disorganized for me. Like I feel like my state was all over the place whereas I typically feel like I have more like control of things. Like I felt really out of control most of the year, really disorganized most of the year. And I stand by what we talked about earlier with like finding the edge on all. I think I found the edge on of literally every like major component of my life. I met it there. And I think two things here. One, I'm proud of myself for not like cowering from that. Like I really feel like I met things as head on as I possibly could. And then the messiness came later. But then two, I think the result of a lot of this year was me softening a lot, which I don't know if you guys agree with that, but I feel like my in that like breaking down sort of thing was able to find a new way of being.
McKenna's a hugger now.
Yeah. I like a hug.
She feels warmth towards people when she's around them.
Wait, we were on a walk the other day. I forget what we were talking about, but something about like how I think maybe two people ahead of us were touching each other or something. And I don't know, McKenna said something like, oh yeah, like they, I think that they're just friends, but like they're touching each other in a way that like I'm sure other people think that they're more than friends. And McKenna was like, oh, well, like, I guess that could be just like how you and I act, like how we would touch each other. And I said something like, that's how I would love to touch with you, but you won't let me.
I basically was like, well, I would touch you like that. So I don't know what's the deal here. I was like, maybe, maybe one day.
Maybe one day a girl can dream.
Guys, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
No, yeah, I would say soften is the right word.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the world just kept beating you down that it was hard to take original form again. You just had to kind of become like soft putty.
Like an
Yeah.
anemone.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. We're all sea creatures in
I
the
know, I was
end.
working on coming up with a sea creature for everyone.
Mal, what are you? Are you like a turtle?
Yeah, I can be a sea turtle.
I think you're like a baby sea turtle.
Well, I feel like a sea turtle is actually relevant to one of my mantras for 2024. So we'll get there.
Oh my gosh,
we'll
you have
get there,
mantras already?
folks.
Well, I don't know. We'll get there. Okay. Can we do
Okay.
pod stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first, I'm curious because, well, Ken, have you looked it up? Do you know the top
Have
ones?
I looked up what? Oh,
the top
yeah. Yeah,
most
yeah, 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 yeah,
downloaded?
yeah. I just saw it for the first time. Let me pull it up again.
Well, no, don't look. Don't look.
Okay, Mal's in charge.
Yeah. Well, mostly because Laura doesn't know. So I want to see if she can guess any of them.
One was a surprise. The top one was a surprise.
I feel like
Wait,
they're
really?
kind of all surprises. Only one of them makes sense. Not because they weren't good, but just, yeah, I don't know. They all kind of surprised me.
Oh my God. Um, oh gosh. I'm guessing like one of our top fives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they recent or are they all kind of further?
All of the top 5 are between January and March or in April.
Damn. We
Yeah,
really let it drop off.
Yeah, started the first half of the year really strong. And well, I do feel like us doing the things over the summer was then, took a little bit of effort to get back.
Allie Riley, is she up there?
Mm-mm.
No.
No?
I
Oh,
think
that was
that's
such a
2022.
it definitely is.
I was like, I feel like that was not recent.
What do I know? Fork.
Okay, there's 2 in January, 1 in April, 2 in March.
I don't. 2 in January, 1 in April.
2 in March.
Okay. I think that half no.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna cut you off in about 3 seconds.
Okay. 2 in January. I'm guessing the Year of High Standards,
No.
the wellness
Yes,
misinformation.
that is the #1 most listened to episode of 2023.
Okay. And then Amy Connor.
Yep, that was number
Mhm.
2.
I mean, and then we're just like, okay. McKenna's very good, terrible, or very bad, horrible.
Mm-mm.
Is the guest Gabby?
Gabby's is 3rd. Yep.
Robbins?
Robin's is 5th. So you're missing 1.
I don't know. Can you just give it to me?
Yeah. Why you shouldn't cut out caffeine this year.
Wait, I am seeing a different top 5.
Okay, wait, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing our top episodes. #1, wellness and misinformation. #2, Anna Prizzy. #3, Amy Connor. #4, Anna
Oh,
Prizzy. #5,
well, yeah, you're
uh,
seeing the top of the whole show.
Well, Anna Prizzy's episode was 2022, and then the best of was
mhm.
was up
#2
there,
was the best
but I
of.
didn't count it
Got it. Okay.
because it's not like original content, you know.
Okay, fair.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk to Anna again.
Yeah.
Again.
I do feel like in terms of like episodes that were very impactful or like things that I really enjoyed, I did love like the ADHD episodes with
Mhm.
like Susie and Gabby. I felt like those were super great and interesting. So definitely really, really valued both of those.
I don't know, the fungus episode was really good. Who has the fungus?
Oh my
Guys, that was
gosh,
so
yeah.
funny.
Oh yeah, Robin's
Yeah.
episode is up there.
Yeah, I mean, Brooke's new episode already is pretty high too.
Wow, all of our episodes are so good, you guys.
Yeah, I'm seeing if there's any other ones.
The way
Yeah.
that some of these episodes were just like are so ridiculous with what we do.
The names.
Just like fuck. You can't escape your past, us either.
My favorite is Katy Perry knew what she was talking about.
Wait, I want to find my favorite title.
It's so ridiculous. Oh boy. We're funny, you guys.
We are pretty funny. Start your day like Ben Franklin.
2 girls, 1 wrench. I'm getting that tattooed on my hip.
Honestly, yeah. Okay, should we do some intentions for 2024? How we're feeling? Do you want me to
Yeah,
start
but I
since
don't
I already did it?
I don't really feel like we talked about PW year, post-wedding.
Oh, okay, sure.
Did we?
I kind of just lumped it in.
Yeah, okay. No, we're good then. I don't want to talk anymore.
I mean, I would say the biggest thing that happened to me this year was getting my dog.
Right, yeah.
So I guess, yeah, post-wedding, that was a bit tumultuous.
Right, yeah.
Still tumultuous.
That's still.
Yeah, that was the biggest change this year. Like way bigger than marriage.
You think? Way bigger than the wedding?
In terms of like the emotions that it brought up,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is really good timing that we're doing this today because the winter solstice is tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so it's just really, really quite perfect timing.
Okay, you guys want to see my vision board?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should make those soon.
Okay, you have to let me screen share though.
Oh, okay.
So for people watching, I will describe it to you. because unless or listening, because unless you're watching this on YouTube,
You should
you will,
watch it on YouTube to see Mal's screen.
yeah. Okay, can you see it?
Okay.
Can you
Okay.
minimize the sidebar of
Yeah.
the videos? Nice. Or yeah, files.
Okay.
Mal, I
Gorgeous.
love the tattoos.
Okay, these are my
Oh,
two
fuck.
fave tattoos right now. I really want to get this. Okay, so for people listening, it's this cute dog whose spots are hearts and then it has little heart sunglasses on. And I feel like it would not be hard to make this a Fitz's face.
Yeah.
But I also just like love that design in general. I think I'm really into like the animals that have non-traditional like designs on them. So I
Mhm.
really
Yeah.
like the horse with the flowers on it. So yeah, I put those two because those are like two of my favorite ones right now. Which is so interesting because I feel like starting this year, I would not have like predicted that those would be things that I would want, but yeah. Okay. Other things on here. Oh, okay. For context, the other tattoo is a horse with little flowers on it. Um, so a couple of these photos are from houses that I'm really obsessed with that are for sale in the Pacific Northwest.
Mal, those decks are sexy.
Yes. So
Those
those are
decks are
all
sex.
those are
Sex
all for
appeal in a
sale
deck.
under $600,000 right
Shut
now
up.
and are definitely on my radar.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see.
Where is that house that's top right hand ish
No, so
area?
that is Lodge Under the Clouds, something like that. It's at the top of the White Mountains in New Hampshire, question
Oh my
mark.
gosh, it's gorgeous.
It's just like you can do like a hut to hut, and that's one of like the stops along the
I
hike
love
that I
that.
really want to do. Yeah, let's see. Bottom left is Switzerland. And then middle, like right above Switzerland is Norway. And then we got a London fog in there because you know I'm a tea girly. And then we have a nice kale salad because I'm in my kale salad era. I'm obsessed with kale salad. And then I'm really like the style to the left. I just think that's going to be my style in 2024. The tights and I don't know. The boots. I think it's going to be a thing I'm going to do.
Okay, so to describe for your listening ears, it's a person crossing legs, they have tights on, like docks, like kind of platformy docks,
Yeah.
which is very grunge. Again, stuff that like at the beginning of 2023, I would have said maybe Mal would dress like that, but I think it's very hot that you want to dress like that.
Thank you.
And then like a sweater and like maybe shorts or a skirt or something.
I don't know, like a cropped white sweater.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my super rough vision board that I just put together.
Mal,
Also, it's
I'm
his
loving like the edge that's in this. Like
It's
there's
got
just like
edge.
the slightest
Thank
amount
you,
of
guys.
edge, and I really love
Thanks.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think I've gotten edgier this year. So okay, but then can we just LOL at last year's? I realized some differences between
Wait, is that last
year's.
year's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl.
Isn't it
It's different
so
vibes.
different?
That's what I'm saying. It's
And
so much
then if you
edgier.
go back to 2022, such
Wait,
a
I need
different
to start
vibe.
doing this to compile this because this is literally your personality in each of these
Yeah.
years.
Yes.
That's how
Yeah.
it's changed.
Yep.
Yes, I know. Anyway, I looked at 2023 and I was like, no, this tracks. But I will say the biggest difference between the 2023, you'll see that I don't have any words in 2024 or 2020, yeah, 4. And I feel like as I get older, like inspirational quotes do less for me than they
Yeah.
used to. And instead, when I look at these photos, I like have a feeling like of comfort and warmth and like adventure that I just like value so much. And that's, I don't know, that's where I feel like I'm coming at with this vision board for this year is I like know how I want to feel. And when I look at these photos, I'm like, that's how I want to feel.
Yeah. No, looking
I
at
don't-
this vision board, I can smell you. Like
Yeah.
it feels crispy and it's
Yeah.
literally you.
Yeah,
It's kind
I
of
agree.
blowing my mind. Ken, we need to make ours tonight.
Yeah, no, I think that we should do it tonight. And Laura, you won't have previous years to go back on, but Mal, I think you and I should post our previous years
Yeah. Oh yeah.
to
Totally
see the
fine.
evolution.
I could just like, retroactively make others based off of what my vibe was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. And then last year I wrote down these were my New Year's intentions, which I'll just give a summary for listeners. But like, do it scared was my main one. And then I had some other ones like I already have it all, the year of candles, teeth are king.
Did you make teeth king?
What does that
Well,
even
yeah.
mean?
I flossed most days of this year, which
That's
Wow.
awesome
was
for
my
you.
goal. Yeah.
Good job.
Etc. So I kept some of these for 2024 because I feel like I really liked them. So some that I kept, I feel like I've been in my thrift store era this year. Like I pretty much have only bought clothes on ThredUp or at thrift stores. Like that's been like one of the greatest joys of this year has been like going thrifting. So that has been really joyful. Obviously, I've been really enjoying smut this year, and I would like to continue that into next year. In fact, Fourth Wing was just picked up at the library today, so it is
Wow.
literally on my
Okay.
shelf.
See you in
Okay.
48 hours.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I feel like I'm still trying to find my style, and I feel like I got closer this year to what the style that I want, and I feel like I'm pretty close to like nailing it. So that is a big part of it. And then I feel like I'm just on the precipice of like a money revolution, and AKA like having everything make sense in my head about money. And so I just feel like I'm very close to it. So I just sense that that's going to happen in 2024. Yeah, I think
I
okay.
love
Well,
it.
this was the sea turtle is that Ryan's favorite YouTuber always uses the phrase float, don't fight. And he uses it in reference to like running, but I think it's kind of just a nice like life motto of like float, don't fight. And I feel like that's very sea turtle-esque.
No, you're so right. That is baby sea turtle of you.
Yeah.
Um, float, don't fight. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's more just like for situations in which like you feel a lot of stress. I think oftentimes we go into that like stressed, anxious fix mode. And sometimes if I just take some deep breaths and I'm like, I'm just gonna like hover in the situation instead of like feel so chaotic, it's
Can I
helpful.
can I get an example of when I felt like that?
Yeah.
Okay, this week, like I work at Trader Joe's. Guys, if you're not caught up on the news, I got a job at TJ's and it was like 8 a.m. Like I was checking people out and there was like this, whatever stressful event happened where like there was lots of yelling, like it was uncomfortable. It was a high stress situation. And I was like having to like keep checking people out like nothing was going on. And so I literally was like people would come up to my line and because it was going on for about like 40 minutes, like it was high stress for a while. And I just had to like keep doing my job. And I feel like I don't know, it was hard to not try and get involved because a lot of people were getting involved, but I literally just kept like checking people out. And when people would be like, "How are you doing?" I would just go, deep breaths. Like I'm taking deep breaths. And they were like, "Good, yeah, like me too. We need to like all be taking deep breaths." Because literally everyone in the store, like the tension was so high because everyone knew what was going on and just we all had to like weirdly like keep going about our lives. And I was just like standing there, just like deep breaths, deep breaths. Nothing I could
Maybe that
do.
maybe that's going to be part of your 2024 goal is just remembering to breathe.
Yeah, super good. Super good.
Okay, that's my summary.
Well, those are all really good things.
Super good.
Again, I feel like it's not, it sounds more solid than it is.
Yeah.
Why are we so awkward? We're like very good.
I feel like I got a gold star.
You did get one.
You always get one.
Um,
Can I just say my 2024 piece because it's not eloquent?
Yeah. Go
And
for
you
it,
can
girl.
Say it.
close this out, Lar. 2024 for me is my wild card year.
Mm,
Hey.
Anything can happen this year.
mm.
Anything, right? We are just not making any guesses because
Mhm.
as if there's anything 2023 taught me, it's like good luck. So
Good luck.
2024,
Mhm.
I'm kind of just letting it be an experiment. And yeah, I told my therapist today, I was like, I feel like I'm a baby giraffe in this new part, like the way that I'm engaging with the world, because there are choices now. When you're no longer living in survival mode, their choices become an option. And that's really exciting. But it's also like kind of destabilizing when all you've ever known is like hustle and survive. So I'm reconsidering everything, everything in my life. Like, I've wanted this for so many years. Do I really want it? I don't know. And some things I don't think I do. And so 2024 is my wild card year.
I think that's actually perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's perfect because the universe has clearly proven that like baby girl can make plans, but best of luck keeping them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I also hope that there's significant a significant amount of more of rest this year for me.
Yeah.
I too hope that for you.
Yeah. I'm really working hard on that.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Gold star for you, McKenna.
But it doesn't outrank Mal's gold star. We're a
Okay.
gold star. Okay, yeah, that's me. Mal, your comment on clothing too inspired me because that's something I really want to start working on.
Yeah. I
So-
really feel like I'm so close to having some really key, like, what's the term?
Capsule
Convertible.
wardrobe.
Mhm.
Yes. Like, yes, I feel like I'm very close to that. And I'm on the precipice.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time because I just I have so many things that I've accumulated over the years that I've thrifted. And the hit of adrenaline that you get when you thrift something cool, like even if I have not ever worn it in years and years and years, I can't let it go because I just remember the hit of adrenaline that it was like to find it.
Mhm.
And but I was talking to people at work and they were like, selling it for a high enough price does ease that pain a little bit. And I was like, yeah, fuck, you're right. So
Oh yeah, I
no,
make so much money off of selling my clothes.
but I agree. Like that's definitely Ken putting that on your goal mood board is finding your wardrobe and style.
Yeah, because I feel like my inner self is now kind of solidified and it's time to show on my like outer self. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to look like a hot ass bitch most days.
Most days, if not
Most
most
days.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um okay, my turn.
Yeah.
2024. Ooh. Okay. I haven't thought about things in like a cohesive manner either, but I think that I want to just kind of like take, not that I don't want to say this. I don't think that I've really put a bunch of pressure on myself throughout my whole life, really, in terms of like, I don't think I've put pressure on myself when it comes to relationships, when it comes to like my romantic relationships. I don't think that I've ever really been the type of person, because I do eventually want to have kids, but I don't see like being young really when that happens. And I don't really feel rushed to like super settle down very fast. And I don't think I put a lot of pressure on myself in terms of that, but I do think that in the past I just have felt so much pressure to like become a certain person career wise. And I really want to try this year to just like way ease up on that. And definitely getting a job at Trader Joe's has helped with that, because it's like it's income, but it's far less stressful than my previous jobs, and far just more, I mean, my body doesn't feel super good, but like the job itself is feel good, I guess. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I definitely still feel pressure like when I don't know, when people in my life are like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm working at Trader Joe's." And there's like a sense of like they know what my path has looked like before then, and they're kind of like, "Wait, what?" Like they don't really see it as making sense, but to me and like how I feel like my story needs to like take a little bit of like a minute, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah. Very
I
good. Very good.
Just nodding at me. Thank you.
no, a gold star. I think that this is like like a shedding year for you, which I think is really
Mm.
fun.
She's
Yeah.
a snake now.
Yeah.
Went
And
from
now she's a snake.
octopus to snake.
Yeah.
Guys, I've been having like very intense feelings of wanting like when I think about the tattoos that I want on my body, it's normally more like nature focused, but I have really, really been wanting like to put to myself put a scorpion on my leg, but then also sometimes wanting a snake on my arm, but then also kind of wanting a spider like on my sternum.
A spider?
A spider. Guys, I know. I never thought that I would be the type to want like a web and like a spider web, but I'm kind of like I want it.
That's
I mean,
dark.
if you're
That's
if
dark
you're called
feminine
to
right there.
whatever, I will accept it with open arms. I would just
You'll
like
accept me?
I will. I just like don't love the spider.
No, I
But-
know. People don't
but-
love the spider. Bella would hate the spider.
But like maybe it'll be the greatest spider I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Well, you know I would do it tastefully.
yeah, like I don't even know what a tasteful spider would look like though.
I have it in my brain.
Okay. I trust you.
But yeah, the scorpion is kind of like the first
Yeah, I think the scorpion would
to
be
take the
awesome.
cake.
Yeah. I'm gonna have all like the cute, like little cuddly animals on my body.
Yeah, with like heart
Laura's gonna have
patches.
spiders and scorpions and snakes, and I'm gonna have like a little dog and a horse and a
Yeah.
cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I have two things to share. One, it's kind of fun for all of us, and one's a personal thing. I forgot to say that I really want to grow some balls and share my writing in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
The way that I've been
Mm.
writing the last couple of weeks, I have enough for like 4 books. Like I have just been pumping it out, and it doesn't feel like it's quite yet time, but 2024.
But 2024.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout, you guys. It's a fucking treat.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. The second thing that I did is I just did us, the service, and if you don't want to hear about it, you don't have to, of calculating what numerology year we're all in right now.
Please.
And it's very interesting because Mal, you're going to be in a year 5.
Mm-hmm.
Laura, you're going to be I'm going to be in a year 6, and Laura's going to be in a year 7. Which is kind of like funny that we're always going to be like
What does that mean?
one behind each other. Numerology years like always correlate with like key themes that people think will like, I don't know, have your year. Like I was in a year 5 this year, And
oh,
a year
no.
5.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
No, but like now Mal's gonna be in a year 5 next year. And it's just
Oh.
it's just okay, so this one website, you could look up different definitions, but I'm just looking at one website. And it says year 5 is associated with change, could be great or not depending on how you view it. If you're adaptable, this year's promises to be a wild ride. If you're rigid, you could feel stressed. It's best to go with the flow as much as possible. Try new things, travel as much, frequent change of sceneries, blah blah blah. So like, but like who that could be, you are coming up on some change potentially. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Year 6, this again could be, I don't know if this is like a great website or not. Year 6 for me, you may be saddled with more responsibilities. Home and family need your attention. Loved ones could be needy. Other sacrifices may be necessary. Your family could expand this year. Weddings or children possible. We got to be careful, guys. We got to be careful this year.
Protection.
Blah, blah, blah. Personal year 7, Laura. Personal year 7 is for seeking wisdom. Now is your time to study, meditate, reflect, research, explore spiritual life. The more you know, the more you'll grow. At times, you may prefer solitude. Give yourself as much quiet time as needed, but be careful not to isolate too much.
Wait, I love that. But does that mean that I won't have a year 5, that I'm in a year 7 already? Or do you just
No, your year 5 was like 2 years ago.
Which totally makes sense.
Yeah, that is what the hell is
Guys,
this?
I don't want a year 5.
How did you discover this?
My friends do it sometimes every year.
No, but I know, but what is put in? Is it just our birthday that's put
Yeah,
in?
you do like it's it's like silly math. It's like you add your birthday. So for me, it would be like 12 for, and then the current year, but you add all of those individual numbers together. So it'd be like 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4. 2024.
You sound ridiculous.
Oh, I know. That's why I didn't want to tell you. This is just fun. This is just flirty fun, you guys.
No, it is flirty fun.
I believe I'm gonna have a chaotic year.
I'm excited the more I know, the more I will grow, you guys.
Yeah, why didn't you get a year of wisdom?
Because I already did my fucking 5, babe. I put in the work.
Okay. Wow. I need
Yeah,
to leave.
well, I shouldn't have started this. So,
No, it's okay.
anyways, that's
so
all.
funny because I feel like 5, 6, 7 for us. I feel like normally that's how I see it in reverse, where like Mal is like the furthest along with life stuff, and then Ken, and then me. So it's weird that like we're reversed in
flipped.
that way.
No,
Yeah.
I feel like we shake it up though every couple of years.
Like we recalibrate
No, like I feel
who's
like
stable and who's not. I'm never the
Well,
one that's stable.
Spoiler alert.
I don't know. I mean, I honestly feel like getting fits has been a pretty big shakeup.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. That shook up the energy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm destined for a year 5 after that.
Yeah,
At
but
least
you
he's
could, I mean,
cute.
you could potentially have a move in your future. You
Yeah.
could, but like, think about it. Laura had a big year and she was in a year 6 this year. So
Yeah.
Wow,
You know.
guys.
Okay.
Wait, one very last thing that I wanted to say before we end is that another thing that for my year that I am like still navigating for sure, but that I'm like proud of myself for like the mindset that I have had with it is that my mind, like my life with movement has completely changed. Like since the end of June or whatever, when we moved, like Ken and I have not belonged to like a gym or a workout class place or any place where like movement is like centered. And I have always had a place like that, for like movement, but mostly for like sanctuary of my mind. And not having a place like that has been so hard. But I don't know if it's silly to say this, but I thought that it would be like impossible for me to have that, or to go for so long, to go for what, 7 months without a place like that. But I've done it, and I mean, we're gonna keep doing it because because money at the moment. But like, it's just, I don't know. That's been like a big thing for my year.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm not really doing well with it, but Laura's doing much better.
It's hard. It's so hard being an athlete your whole life, doing like stuff, you know. I feel like I always had like a plan for like trying to get stronger and do this and flexibility and I don't know, all this stuff, and I've just had to be kind of like, now it's about taking care of your body. Like,
Mhm.
I need to purely just give it love. Massages, baths, roll it out. That's all it wants. Which, yeah, it's been hard, but yay.
All right. I think we should wrap.
Okay.
Happy 2024, everyone.
We'll see you in the new
Happy
year.
2024.
We have some. What?
Wait, what is our first episode of the year, Amy Connor?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Amy Connor will set us straight for
Amy
2024.
fucking Connor, you guys.
Yeah, make sure she gives me some predictions too, even though I'm not gonna be there. Be like, Mallory specifically asked if she can also get some life predictions.
We'll throw it in.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you as always for listening to us this year, and we will continue to be there next year too.
We will continue to blab in your ear if you'll have us.
If you'll have us. I love you if you're listening, but mostly I love you guys. You too.
Oh,
Yeah, I wouldn't have survived this year without you. So
True.
my best friends.
It's true, you guys. It's
Okay.
true.
All right. Bye, everyone.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.